Welcome to the grand finals of Dota 2 Anzac weekend tournament. We have here Streamline going up against Team Howick. This is our team of two casting here. Whew.
So it begins the final epoch of the Anzac Dota 2 championship.
All right, so for those of you, actually, I'm going to go through that after the draft. So let's just talk about the draft right now.
First up, very stock standard ban of Quap. Looks like then a return ban of Sniper.
Yep, Queen of Pain and Sniper out of the pool. We've seen both of those heroes banned out a lot. Sniper banned out almost every single game. Quap is kind of 50%. She's often picked up when she's not banned, but we have seen her also be. She had a 50% win rate before the last game, but they ended up winning that, so just over a 50% win rate now for the Queen of Pain. I think 4-3 throughout this tournament.
Yeah, with that most recent win victory off Quap.
Win victory.
Win victory. It's a special type of victory that I just invented that means you won.
Yeah, it's a special type of winning where you're actually victorious. Like in the long run, it's like the difference between a battle and a war. It's like you win that and you're victorious in that. Yeah, totally. That's totally what it means.
Totally agreed for you there. So quite interesting that they're stalling on the secondary ban for Team Streamline here. I don't think there's going to be too many interesting bans here.
No, I would have thought, especially for this first match here, I would have thought that'd be pretty stock standard.
I think, to be honest, I'd be thinking there would be a Storm Spirit ban out.
Streamline
considering Howick have played it before.
Yeah, Streamline taking up a little bit of time here. In fact, it was in the best of 3 last time, was it not, that Streamline got the Storm Spirit between these two teams and did incredibly well, because they also had the Axe top lane that did very, very well. So they let the Storm run through.
You either go for the Axe or the Storm here. There's
the Storm.
From recent picks,
so
Storm gone.
We'll probably see the Axe pick up on Streamline then. Axe Lion, Axe Earthshaker.
It should be the Axe. It should be the Axe Lion or Axe Earthshaker. It's almost a no-brainer for them usually, unless they want to spice it up. They do have this one-game advantage, so they could go something for a bit unconventional. Unconventional.
Venti.
Or they could just keep it quite hidden for now and then go into something more surprising later on.
Yeah.
But only time will tell. 10 seconds remaining on the first amount of time, and they'll be going into the
Beastmaster.
There you go.
A little
bit unconventional.
I don't think we've seen him. No, Beastmaster has not been played throughout this tournament. He has not.
So if you're on the side of Team Howick here, you're probably looking at, we need to take control of these runes and make sure Beastmaster doesn't get that good a start if he's running into the mid lane.
Yeah.
This hero is quite cool.
Potentially expect to see him in the mid lane. He's obviously got the Hawk can scout out the runes for him anyway. You don't have to waste a ward there. You can use those for your other lanes. He's got the great ability to farm the wave with the axes, kind of like a Magnus does in lane when he gets that bottle. He's also got the boar for harass and to slow, so it's very difficult to actually get a kill on him, and he can scout out things with that and see potential incoming ganks. You can only really, assuming he's good with the macro of those, you can only really gank him via a smoke gank.
Yeah, that's saying the smoke gank would be the right one. Whoa, very unconventional picks coming up. So the IO we've seen a little bit of just in the game before when it was used to make a very tank piggy, and now we've got Lich, so a defensive support mainly used to win lanes.
Yeah, so obviously looking to potentially have a good safe lane up top and get some farm on someone, but also the ulti is not bad. If you think about people TPing in with IO and the ulti from that, they come grouped up together. So if you launch an ulti on them effectively, you will guarantee quite a few bounces between the two. Plus, if you do that, you do force them to actually run apart from each other and break that tether straight away. So you lose a lot of the effectiveness from IO if you keep the Lich ulti for something like that.
It is definitely something that you can see will probably go in, meaning a late game carry is coming up of some type, because that's what Lich helps build up. Not exactly the best pusher in the world, because he denies he creeps back to keep his mana up and high. So it will be quite interesting to see how this works out a bit. And then we had the Undying ban after the Tinker ban from Team Howick.
Yeah, so they're banning out another mid laner and someone who's very good at stalling and getting pickoffs on weak heroes once he gets some farm up.
Yeah, and it reduces that global presence a little bit too, because IO provides a bit of that, and so does Tinker. So getting rid of that Tinker is probably a smart option right now.
Yeah, it's one of those things where when they've got the Hawk from Beastmaster to be able to scout anywhere and get some pickoffs, you then have the global presence from IO. If you include Tinker Teleport Boots and now Invoker with Sunstrike,
I really want to see Sacrifusion's Invoker. He seems like a player that can really put it to use. Be the first time I think I've seen him play it.
yeah, because we have seen Beastmaster run on the offlane before, because as you know, you can stack up those Ancients with your boar while you're on the offlane, and that means you don't have to lose any potential experience or gold that you might be able to get on that offlane, and then all you need to do is get up a soul ring, couple of levels, and you can farm an ancient stack very effectively with his axes because they do the physical damage.
I think it's a very nice thing you can do with Beastmaster because it allows for that lane to be open to not go particularly his way, but also gives him a way to come back into the game. Then again, the onus is on Howick to really stop that because it's very simple, just a nice ward placement and then no more stacking.
Yeah, exactly. We got a Undying was banned out as well, so they obviously didn't want to have to fight into anything like that. Can be pretty tricky to deal with. Undying just a generally difficult hero to kind of play around in the early game.
Legion Commander.
So an LC pickup comes out.
We really are getting
Very
some
unconventional. This is
interesting
really fun to
picks.
see, especially since I have this one game advantage. Maybe trying out a new strat, pocket one, something along those lines.
Well, that also gives us the Legion Commander IO, and we have seen what that can do when you start stacking up some Legion damage on the Legion Commander, especially if it goes into the late game. You end up with such a good split push. They go to try and push somewhere, you just IO teleport the Legion Commander somewhere and just destroy some buildings.
It does need a good start though, so this Legion will need to get a few early jewels off to really be of benefit to them in teleporting around.
Do you think we're going to be seeing the safe lane Legion Commander here?
So far, I think we will be seeing a safe lane Legion, but it's still up. And there's a void.
There's the carry to go with the Lich we were talking about. Does that mean that we have an offlane Viper?
Maybe.
Because at the moment, that wouldn't be too bad. He's going to be going up against a lane that won't be too strong against him, even if it is the Legion IO. I don't know whether Streamline are going to want to pick up a really strong support here to really zone that Viper out, or maybe try and get something else, maybe some farm from the jungle. I mean, LC can rotate to the jungle.
Yeah, LC can rotate to the jungle, but you may as well put her on the lane then if you're going to run her as the hard carry.
Exactly.
It really depends on the end here, because you've got at least 3 cores if you're running Invoker, Beastmaster, Legion, so you're probably just going to see a nice support to end up.
Yeah, we may even have a dual lane with Viper and somebody else. The Lich can often be kind of a good enough support for the Faceless Void in the back end of play there, so often kind of not really needing anything else.
Not really needing much, yeah. We'll have to figure out what Team Streamline are going to do here. I think they're going to run with a support. The style of support, I'm not too sure, because the Lion is gone here, so it looks like it might either be a Lina or someone along those lines of a heavy burst and nice stun.
Yeah, exactly.
Combo.
So we saw Streamline banning out an aggressive support to go with the Viper that also
In fact, I wouldn't be
synergizes.
surprised if it's a Skywrath Mage, because that is one that they've been picking up very often, and they're usually really effective with. Not
Yeah.
really good at roaming in this situation, however, because it does not have the Earthshaker follow-up. So you could actually potentially get Earthshaker.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them ban out the Witch Doctor. Obviously, synergizes very well with the Faceless Void ulti and is quite an aggressive support on lane if they want to dual lane with the Viper. We see a lot of the control and kind of lane control coming out that the Lion can provide being banned out from Team Howick because they don't want their Viper being harassed off lane or having easy kills set up on them.
It's going down to the mark here, so we're about to find out who it's possibly going to be. They are taking a rather large chunk of their time right at the end there, though, so I'm guessing they're valuing this pick quite a lot. Swapping between 2 of them.
Treant again.
Detector.
They Streamline, I think it's the only team to have run Treant in this tournament, and they've run him quite effectively. Do I still have?
He has a 100% win rate then.
Treant has a 100% win rate, 3 out of 3 games.
Yep, and all 3 games being played by Team Streamline here.
So we're probably going to see Treant Protector sitting kind of down on bottom lane like he did in one of their other games, where he just sits in the jungle, gets off all the pulls he can, and just uses that living armor to help out his team, and plays quite a passive role to start off with.
Yeah, I still think their lanes are really, really weak to begin with in Team Streamline here. There's one possible stun coming up, but once Beastmaster hits level 6, apart from Invoker having his cold snap. So I guess there is also Legion Commander at level 6 as well, not to forget. But I think you need a few more stuns, or a few more like effective supports for the lane.
Yeah.
Whereas Lich is going to be pulling back lanes, he's going to cause a whole lot of trouble when he can just keep spamming that Frost Nova as well.
Yeah,
So I
think
really want to see how this develops out.
on the side of Team Howick here, I think you need to get someone very aggressive. I think you need to really punish the fact that they do have these weak lanes. They don't really have any escapes, and they don't really have any kind of stuns to talk about at the start. And if you can really punish that, it makes a big difference. You might look at something like a Spirit Breaker. You might look at something like the Skywrath Mage that you were talking about, that Streamline might pick up. Both huge damage early game and can really cause problems kind of all over the map.
Yeah, the thing that I've noticed though is that Streamline's build in this case is defensive. So if you overextend, there's where the punishment's going to happen.
Yes.
So this is when you need to bring up heroes that are either good at flattening a hero instantly, so Lena might even pop up, or you could be looking at heroes like Leshrac and sort of think of punishing them on their tower more than anything, because they don't have any way to engage you, at least
Yeah.
until they're 6 and 7. But I don't think Leshrac's going to go too well with the current lineup, unfortunately.
Honestly, if I'm going to throw it out there, I think one of your best picks right now would be an Abaddon.
Why the Abaddon? Just because of the removal, or are you looking more towards the fact that he's just going to allow people to sustain?
One, if you hit him to bot lane with Viper and dual lane, the amount of sustain and stuff he gives to that Viper allows for a very, very aggressive lane. Secondly, he can remove the Beastmaster ulti, anything like that, and keep people alive during Legion Commander ulti. He's just a very, very fantastic kind of versatile support, especially when you're laning him with someone who's ranged and has damage. But instead we
they
see
go
a
with the
Jack.
Hero. But I think Jack also brings that type of effectiveness with him. He is able to slow attack speeds, deal damage to towers. Also very, very good at disrupting team fights. That Ice Path and his ultimate dealing quite, being annoying and also dealing damage at the same time.
Well, you can't then like ignore the fact that the Macropire does a lot of damage when you combine it with the Faceless Void ulti.
Yeah, it also combos well. So it's good to see a good synergy lineup. As well as Lich. Lich synergizes really well with Faceless as well.
Yeah, sure does.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, just
So you
waiting
got
for
two strong.
last couple of people to pick up their heroes.
You got two strong pick-off heroes in Team Howick with the Viper and Storm Spirit. You got nice defensive supports, which are also very synergetic. Synergetic, I don't even know if that's a word, but they synergize really well with Faceless Void, allowing very devastating team fights, to be honest, but it is all on the fact that a Chronosphere needs to happen, unless they get really good positioning.
Into the first game of the grand finals of the Dota 2 weekend here. We're Team of 2 casting to you on the Anzac Dota channel. That's twitch.tv/ANZACDOTA. You can check us out on either Twitter or on our own Twitch channel at twitch.tv/team of 2. That's team of and the number 2. And we're heading into the first game of our grand finals. This is a best of 5. Streamline coming in with a 1-game advantage because they came through the winners bracket. And you've got to remember here, Streamline are undefeated in the rest of the tournament. So if we run through the lineup quickly, we have Rain playing on our Treant Protector. On our LC, we have Merp. On our Beastmaster, we have David. We have Sacrifusion on the Invoker, who will be heading to the mid lane. And on our Wisp, we have Hexy the Sexy.
So if we run over to the Dire side lineup, we have T-Roar on the Jakiro, Pink Ball on Storm Spirit, Heart on Viper, Justin on the Faceless Void, and Lich being played by Sinoj. And that name's hard to say. Sinoj? We're going to go Sinoj.
So there's a bit of an engagement coming up here as Pink Ball walks to the high ground.
Yeah. Level 1 Invoker not being a very effective one,
Hexy
but
the
they are
Sexy coming in the back
going on
end
him very
here.
early.
A lot of
Might
damage
actually
coming
drop
out on
here.
Pink Ball here. There's no Ice Path on the Jack, and this could be a big mistake, and this might be first blood. One more hit.
The Jack needs to get in the way.
He's going to get it. David takes first blood there for the Beastmaster in the mid lane, and that... Well, actually, the Beastmaster is going to be going... Where the hell is their Beastmaster going?
It looks like he's
He's
heading
going
towards
bottom.
the
He's a
bot
safe lane farmer. We're going to
Very
have an
interesting.
aggressive offlane with LC and the Wisp. We're going to have Invoker against the Storm Spirit in mid, as we thought. Interesting to see what kind of build this Invoker goes. If he decides to go for an Exort build, he could have a little bit of trouble. Quaz Wex is obviously very good. Quaz Exort may give you enough with the Cold Snap to actually get a few early kills, but once that Storm hits 6, you might run into some trouble. And this top lane here, where's the Lich has gone to bottom lane? I'm really surprised at this. Really surprised.
It really does just stop. It allows this LC to have quite a nice lane, to be honest.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, I was expecting the fact, you look at your lanes and you go, Viper is an amazing laner. He's an amazing laner. We can afford to throw one of our weaker supports with him, if we even give him a support. I mean, he could probably come up against this lane of Beastmaster and Treant Protector without a problem, just by himself. Plus, the Lich is such a strong laner and such a strong help to your lane. I really would have thought we would have him up there with the Faceless Void, making sure that he got a decent lane.
Yeah, it's quite interesting with this type of laning. It really makes you wonder in this case, because all that's going to do is going to prop more farm onto Viper, assuming that the lane gets held back as it is, which Lich seems to be providing quite well.
Yeah, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, he could come down and give Viper a very good start here, and then go off to help the other lanes or something instead. We might see a rotation like that as we see. Does this ward actually block out the camp? That was a dire ward to unblock the camp. In fact, T-Raw taking a lot of damage here. He's going to go down to one last right click from Hexy the Sexy on our IO. No Earthshaker for him in this game.
No, none at all on this one, but he's still doing very well on this IO. So this is what happens. Legion Commander just starts cutting the lane.
Yeah.
There's no problem. There's no way for them to deal much to them, and they really need Lich up here.
It's T-Raw coming back up. Have you noticed Dire have actually dropped a sentry here, and it is the normal Observer Ward is within range, but they haven't got there to be able to do anything about it. And he could be in trouble again if they manage to get the slow on him. No, he's fine.
There we go. Finally, they've rotated this Lich up to the top lane, which should make a lot of difference here.
Yeah, that's
to
what
be
we
able to
really
slow
needed.
the attack speed and spam out on top of the IO and Commander. Good first hit dash there.
Now, this is
Now
where
they've realized.
we're going to see Legion Commander probably put a lot of points in overwhelming odds, because that stacks up and does a lot of damage early on. It also doesn't cost a lot of mana. So with the Wisp there to keep his mana high, if these three heroes group it all, and she lands, like a level 3 overwhelming odds on them, it's going to be a lot of damage coming out. So she can actually throw out a lot of harass into the lane with that.
Sorry, just swatting a fly.
Lane Viper getting pushed back a little bit. It's the creep wave pushing up from Rain here. And he does have that boar, and that boar is going to be a big help to him in terms of laning against the Viper here. Because Viper can go, I slow you, the boar can go, yeah, well, I slow you by, what, 20% at the moment? More than the Viper.
Yeah. Basically, when dealing with Beastmaster and having the tree on board means that you're probably not going to be able to kill him as Viper. Ever.
Yeah, it will be very difficult.
A lot later. So what he needs to focus on now is just getting his farm sorted and making sure that he can at least get up to that level 6 without dying, hopefully.
This is where they run into a slight problem, though, because while your Viper will... You would expect your Viper to outlane your Beastmaster. He should be able to outfarm your Beastmaster on lane, because we're going to have constant pulls coming through from Rain here on the Treant Protector, and Viper doesn't have a support here on bottom lane. He is going to get a little bit starved of experience and money, and in the middle lane they're going for Pink Ball, and the Sunstrike is just going to miss! He's going to survive on 2 HP, and that's what I was talking about with the Quaz Exort build. The Sunstrike coming out, and Hexy the Sexy coming in for a little bit of bonus damage. But not quite enough in the end, and Storm's going to get really lucky. He's going to wander on down to this bottom rune and get himself a regen. I don't even think he knew that was there. He's going to try. Yeah, he's going to cancel it. Really well played by Hexy the Sexy there. He's actually going to drop him low. Is Sunstrike up on the Invoker? It is up in 3 seconds. Are they going to try and Sunstrike Pink Ball here? No, he's healing up now, and it's not going to kill. Does a lot of damage, though. Bring in those orbs, and Hex... Oh, first blood, no! Hexy the Sexy gets the kill on the mid lane of Storm Spirit by himself. And Heart here being zoned out by Rain. Really aggressively as well. Rain's actually going to walk right into the side.
Down here with that.
Oh, and we've got... Yeah, he's going to have to TP out. The slow here from the boar is going to be way too much. Level 3 boar slowing by 20%. I would have thought it would be more. He hasn't resummoned. Oh no, he's got the... Yeah. Just guess he hasn't resummoned. LC now being pushed out of this top lane though, so that's good. They are getting this farm on the Void, and he tops the charts in terms of last hits and denies here. They do... Is Lich finally going to deward this? What are you doing, Lich? He walked
really not
straight
noticed
past that ward. Don't tell me T-Raw's going to do... Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Now they're finally going
to wear. He's got 8 seconds to finish this ward. And it's
They're
only up for 48 more.
They're finally going to be able to actually do some pulls from their small camp now, which is going to really help out if they decide to keep a tri-lane on top, because they can get a few more levels and farm on their supports that you kind of lack when you have a tri-lane.
Like he's in a bit of trouble here.
There's potentially a fight coming in here, but they should be able to get out. Hexy the Sexy actually taking a lot of damage. Lich grabs the Bounty Rune, but T-Raw on just about nothing and getting popped by the orbs from the Wisp here, and he might get Sinoj as well. Sinoj goes down to Merp, and Pinkball doing a lot of damage to Hexy the Sexy here as Invoker comes in the back. No Cold Snap up right now.
Level 6 and no ult.
And no ulti. Has he just not leveled it? And the good Sunstrike coming out, doing not quite enough damage. They need 1 or 2 more hits. There's another TP coming in from the Jack here, and they actually do take him down.
That bonus attack.
Yeah.
If he didn't get that bonus attack, he would have been alive there.
Was that just the proc from the tower hitting him?
I don't think towers can. I'm not sure if towers
got a
can proc it.
fantastic teleport here from Merp into the trees. I think he probably wants to leave Merp there. Oh, does he leave him there? Because he's stuck in the trees. He has to bring him back now. And so much damage coming out from the orbs as they blow up. And they're going to get a duel win there as well. They had Jack waiting there, probably thinking he was just going to come back with the Wisp and it would be an easy kill under the tower. But man, did he get surprised.
Over this Invoker looking like he's going to be building into maybe just his boots.
Look at the power here of the vision granted by the Beastmaster Hawk, and Sinoj is going to go down very fast. You can see we've got just 1 point up in the overcharge, but it gives here 5% damage reduction and increased attack speed here. So the Legion Commander right now just really roaming rampant around everything.
Yeah, easy TPs, easy kills, basically.
Yeah,
and it's mainly the movement speed that's really paying off. She can get right up close to people.
Yeah, no one can really kind of get away from her. And now she's got 1 dual win under her belt already, and we'll be looking for a second soon. Did you see when the Wisp went back, he actually timed his spirits so that when he went back with the Legion Commander, they exploded just as he went back, and the T-Raw took a huge amount of burst damage from it.
Yeah, the duration being 19 seconds, they all just come in and destroy when they land. Very smart play.
Hart here actually being harassed out of lane by the Beastmaster now because of the amount of slow that you get from this boar. 30% now. And you have to deal with that boar before you can do it. And they dive right back for Pinkball here in the mid lane, but he actually manages to get away. Wants to get some more damage onto Stanton Merp, but they're going to move out far too fast with the Wisp here, and the heal up from the Legion, the tree, the living armor. There is a roar up on Beastmaster now, so could be in a lot of trouble if the Viper gets caught out, and they're going to teleport the Wisp with the Wisp and Legion Commander, and they're going to duel him, and this is going to be another duel win.
Damage.
Very, very easy kill there.
It's not looking good for Team Howick yet.
It's really not. 9-0 already, and we're not even 9 minutes through. And Legion Commander goes back off to that bottom rune, moving up towards mid. The Spirit's kind of scouting out now. They do, I believe, give sight only when they hit something. And only catching out the Wisp there. Oh no, just getting Merp at the end as well. And we've got a teleport in from Storm Spirit, but he's not going to be able to do much here. Invoker has got that Midas up already, so he's going into that Quaz Exalt build where you really build levels above them and punish them with really heavy Forged Spirits because they're very strong and heavy damage on Cold Snap while you're, ahead in levels. He is
definitely on that one.
He is topping the level chart right now as well at level 8.
Take a look at the last hit denies. We've actually got the Void winning at 51-17, but the Invoker very close behind on this.
Yeah, the Void has been left alone at top lane, which has been great for him. It's the only thing that you could say has been going well for Howick right now.
Yeah, all the other lanes have been quite a loss for them, unfortunately.
I mean, if we take a look at net worth, the Void is actually behind both Invoker, LC, and Wisp, just because of the number of kills that have happened on the map.
Yeah, the kill differencing making a little bit there. Looks like they're going in on the mid lane here.
Yeah, I've got another stun.
Yes,
There's run out of mana almost on Pinkball here. He's going to get the sight. Is it not going to be enough? It is going to be enough damage. Just Legion Commander coming in, moving very fast. This is going to be one. He didn't go for him. They are.
Indecision.
No, indecision. He's going to go for T-Raw instead. That would have been a kill on the Void with the duel, but instead they're going to get one on T-Raw. And that is a third duel win already, as they're Are they? Is that his courier, or are they scouting him out with a courier? No, it's his.
Scouting off a courier. Oh no, this is. I thought they were scouting him.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, that is one next level play. A little bit risky, but next level.
Man, definitely doing well.
Yeah, definitely doing well here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Storm just farming up in the mid lane.
Just sitting around, hopefully trying to get a Void back onto the farm wagon.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like his master
still
man is
farming
coming
away.
out right now.
Nope, running aggressively up, and they're going to teleport in the Viper for this. Those Forged Spirits, pretty tanky already. 600 health and 3 armor. Invoker still, in terms of levels, starting to catch up now. He's about to get level 9 and have those double Forged Spirits up, if he wants to. They take out the tower bottom lane with the double boar now, and level... Wait. Level 1 on the aura. Getting confused because now, obviously, the Summon Hawk and Summon Boar are 2 different skills.
Yeah. Looks
And
like they're coming.
are going to pressure this mid tower while they can.
They're putting quite a bit of pressure on it. But Tree doesn't really care. He's a tree.
Yeah, he can heal those back up. Pink Ball actually going in down here onto Devitt. He might be in trouble. If he gets roared here, that could be a lot of damage coming out onto him. The relocate coming in as well, and he's going to jump out. He's going to die. There goes the roar, and here comes the Jewel. Bang, down he goes. That is a 4th Jewel win for LC. In comes Void with an ulti, but what's he going to do? He's actually taking quite a lot of damage. He can't hit anybody. He can't do any damage. The Lich ulti coming out, and they are going to kill him. He managed to hold them there well in the back because I didn't actually see that the Viper and Jack were rotating into the back. So they do get a return kill there onto the safe laner of the Beastmaster, who was doing quite well. So they actually make more gold and EXP than Streamline do.
There's a bit of the rubber band effect for you.
Well, it's also just because of the fact that they had more heroes around when they killed. You get that assist EXP and assist gold that really boosts it up.
But does diminish the more you have.
What?
It diminishes the more people you have. So the more people that attain an assist, you get a less total gold.
No. More total gold, less
Yeah,
personal.
more total, but less per person.
Yeah. So the more heroes you have around, the more gold and EXP you get for a kill. So it really does promote
EXP,
5-manning.
EXP should share evenly.
No.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Okay. We can look that up later, maybe between games.
Yeah, well, like if
Make
you
a
had
mental
two
note.
two
Oh
guys
no,
next to-
T-Raw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a high-level Sunstrike as well. He's going to die in the duel. And that's 5th duel win. Hart trying to do some damage here, but he's removing the slow on Hexy the Sexy. And Storm Spirit comes in from a long way away. Actually has a little bit of mana left as well. And Hexy's going to jump down over the cliff. Really good play there.
Great dodge.
They're going to relocate out onto bottom lane. Void's going to jump out just in time. Speaking of Justin,
Justin gets out of there just in time.
oh, that's right. You can have 2 Hawks up now for Beastmaster, can't you?
Yep, so you got double the visioning.
Double the vision. We see one up on the high ground in front of the tower here. I mean, they could know that was here if they were watching, but there's not a lot they could do about it. Jack could probably... oh, it's only a level 1 Dual Breath, so no. And with the increased attack speed, they can actually siege those towers fairly well. That's something else that Beastmaster adds to teams that you don't really see... It's hard to see the effect that it has, but it has quite a large effect, is the attack speed aura that he has.
Yeah, definitely a very powerful thing. It also adds quite a lot onto your summons.
Yeah, exactly, which is why he's such a good Necro book carry.
Yeah, his ability just to burst towers is almost up at the troll level ability, being quite scarily fast at taking down buildings that are unprotected.
Yeah, especially when you combine him with like an LC or something.
Yeah, or even I'd love to see it with combined with a troll ultimate, just to see how fast a building drops.
Yeah, it would be pretty crazy. Are they de-warding up here? I mean, there are some wards. I'm not quite sure what he's up to. I don't know if he can see them. I don't know whose is whose here.
It's.
What?
I think he ran out of time on the local vision that provides.
But oh, yep. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You must have missed a few times because now when you drop a sentry ward, you only get 5.
You
or
get
10?
it's very small vision for about 5 or 10 seconds.
Yeah, and then it doesn't provide any vision at all, whereas it used to provide very small vision around it. But now that it
Something
provides
from
no
Dota
vision,
1.
you have to have You have to have something else. So he obviously just missed uphill a few times and ran into trouble. As we see LC, man, she moves fast now. She's got a Shadow Blade of her own. So she's actually going to initiate without the Wisp here to find people. They are going to spot it out with these two nice wards here in the jungle. Not that they have anybody farming the jungle right now anyway. Are they going to try and counter-initiate? T-Raw is just going to go down here. There's nothing they can do about it. Down he goes. Heart comes in. They're going on Hexy the Sexy. They want to at least get the kill on this Wisp, which they are going to manage to do. Ulti comes off from Void, and it is going to catch two with the Beastmaster and a good Lich ulti coming out here. A lot of damage coming through, but it is being tanked up and run away by the Legion. And they split that really well. No Void on Pink Ball here, and he is going to drop to this Legion Commander once again. Oh, where is he? Yep, there we go. A lot of damage coming out there. The Lich ulti was almost great, but it bounced around those Forged Spirits, who are very tanky. And then
the Necrobook pickup's also able to tank them out too.
Yeah, and then it managed to just pull it away onto our Legion Commander, being played by Merp. All in all, a very good team fight there from Streamline. Maybe not quite as good as they would have liked, but they are far enough ahead at this point that it actually went quite well.
Risks like that make no difference to them.
I mean, Void got a pretty good ulti off there, but he kind of didn't have any damage to follow up with it. And a lot of their damage in this team was supposed to come from, you know, your Macro Pyre and your Lich ulti during the Void ulti, but the Macro Pyre wasn't available. He died before the fight started, and the Lich ulti went out.
Came in, but it was a bit late.
Yeah, it came in just slightly late. Also, with those ultis only being level 1, I mean, Void here looks like he's actually going for an Aghanim Scepter just to extend the duration of the Chronosphere and make it so both the Macro Pyre and Lich ulti can have more effect in that. It also lowers the cooldown, does it not?
Yes, cooldown gets lowered to 60 seconds.
Yeah, so it means that if this game goes to the point where we're level 16 on both Lich and Void, we are going to have quite a good combination every 60 seconds up. And they go and take the Roshan here and put that on Merp, who's been really running to the front lines here. And we see a teleport come in onto the top here. They're going to try and catch someone out. If they can catch the Lich here, and a little bit of a ranged ulti, but he dies as well. 74 damage now up on him. Storm Spirit jumps in to try and do what damage he can to this Wisp, but he's going to heal up tons and just jump out again. And the Roar comes out onto Heart. Do they have any follow-up here? I don't think they do. Heart's probably just going to walk away because of the level 4.
Seriously slowed. Looks like they're turning onto him here, though.
They're turning onto Devitt, and no one's close by. Devitt is going to go down here, and in the back of play, T-Raw was taken out by the Rune here, by the whole team, in fact. I'm not really sure who killed him.
Neither. That one wasn't too bad, with the fight damage being almost about even. 2,400 being dealt by the Streamline team, and then 2,089 being dealt by Howick. So, the team fight, they only got one kill out of it, but it was still, they were trading quite well. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of the rubber band effect there. Storm jumps in. Oh, good reactions from Sacrifusion there. And Pink Ball's in trouble. He needs to jump out. No, he's going to die. A great... Was that a Cold Snap proc that killed him? I'm not too sure. It'd be interesting if I told you.
They
Cold
didn't.
Did not go off on him.
Well, they didn't actually end up using the. They didn't actually end up using the tree ulti. So.
Yes, they did. Tree ulti is on cooldown.
Oh, it's not in the fight recap. Okay.
Well,
it obviously didn't affect
damage,
him. Oh, I think it didn't affect him. I don't think it hit him at all.
It had the animations around his hero. Weird.
Oh, not sure then. Interesting little quirk. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought it said that there was a mech pickup for the Lich before, but it's on the Viper, not the Lich. I thought they might have had two for a second, but no. Luckily. So if we take a look at items now as they go in Siege List here to at top, and that will drop very fast. We have a level 2 Necro Book on our Beastmaster, and we have a level 3 Necro Book on Sacrifusion, our Invoker player. So this is a lot of creeps. And Wisp was going to tether to the big creep, and they're going to Alacrity it. That is one tank. Holy crap, look at that creep go. Holy hell. That is sieging towers like a champ. Oh, great Chronosphere coming out. A lot of ultis coming out here, and the Macro Pyre going down as well, but no damage coming out. Hexy the Sexy is going to drop right now. The Meteor comes down and doesn't hit anybody. They take out the Legion Commander as well, but with that Aegis, things are going to be difficult. They need to back out and try and reset this fight. That was really good. That was a 2 for none trade right there.
3, theoretically, with the Aegis going down.
Yeah, exactly. Theoretically 3 for none.
Jack almost dying here. Let's see if we've got a sniper invoker coming up. Will he do it?
No, doesn't look like it.
Come on, Invoker.
But man,
Yeah,
did you see the
175
damage on
mana,
that
go for it.
tower? From the one Necrobook creep?
Yeah, it took it out.
Half its
Did all
HP
that damage.
in about what, 4 seconds? Its
that-
attack speed was insane with those buffs on it.
And not to mention the inner beast as well.
Yeah, so you've got the overcharge, so that's 70 attack speed. You've got alacrity, which is up right now, which is giving 20 attack speed and 70 damage. So right now we have 90 attack speed, 70 damage. Beastmaster Aura at level 3, it's 35. So that's 125 attack speed, 70 damage. And we have this here, which gives 120. So we have plus 240 attack speed and 70 damage on it. Plus, of course, it takes far less damage and has a lot of regen during that time. And the other thing is that, what are they going to do? On Team Howick, do you go in and waste your disables and stuff and try and kill it? It's not even a hero. Like, the other team doesn't care if you kill it.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact it's just going to nuke you for a good 500 or 600 damage if you kill it.
It's what, 500 pure?
I think so, around that one.
Which
Let's
is
take a look.
tons. You'll have to look that one up online, I think.
Oh, I thought you could bring them up and take a look. Interesting.
When he summons it, you'll be able to take a look at the ability.
Well, we'll find
but-
out. It looks like they're about to do it again anyway.
Yeah,
Yep, the alacrity's up.
here we go. And
Yeah.
they're going to be able to do it twice in a row soon when the Necrobook 3 comes out on this Beastmaster. Oh no, there's an AC as well. That's bonus attack speed. So if you kill
Here
him,
it
you're going to
comes.
take 800 damage. Magical damage, so not pure. And look at it sieging the space. This is truly ridiculous. There's nothing that Howick can do against it. The Necro Warrior is too strong. As they did last time, they're initiating again in the back. A good Void ulti comes out. It's actually going to
great
save the
Void
Storm
ulti.
Spirit.
Yeah,
Macropire,
they're burning them up.
a little bit late with the Lich ulti, but it's going to do a lot of damage. He does drop in the end, but so does a lot of people on the other team. Standard Merp still fighting in the backline here. He is going to kill Hart. The Wisp just keeping him alive. Was that a
Buyback?
buyback?
On the Wisp on that one. He's going to TP away though.
Is he going to take Merp with him?
Yep.
No, he's not.
Oh, no.
And they do take out that Rax in the end. Now, who bought back in that fight?
I think there were a few on that one.
It was just the Wisp and the Storm. So they
Huh.
didn't manage to take out Merp at all. And that was
No,
really
they
big in that fight. The fact that
Yeah,
they
Merp
couldn't take
dropped
out that
very
Legion
low,
commander.
but just couldn't finish him off.
Yeah, exactly.
I
If
don't
they'd,
think the Void was hitting him during the entire Chronosphere, which really did
if
stop
they'd,
it.
if they'd killed him there, it would have been really big.
Yeah, there would have been a bit of a gold swing to them in that case.
But yeah, in the end, you know, their combo is doing what they want it to do. You get the Void ulti, the Macropyre, and the Lich ulti, and there's a lot of damage coming out to the side of Streamline here. And it's effective. They're doing well in these fights. You know, regardless of the fact that they're almost 20,000 gold behind.
The thing
So-
is, though, that Streamline are just sitting in a creep.
Yeah.
They don't really care. They're taking objectives of a single creep.
But Howick has figured out how to deal with it now, and I mean, it can be a little tricky, but they've figured out that you have to ignore the creep, because its buffs are going to wear out, whatever. All they're doing is that you jump past it and collect the heroes. You've got to go on those heroes. You ignore the creep, go on the heroes, use your abilities, and you can actually pull a decent team fight from it. The problem
You
is
have to be careful, though, because as we saw up here, everything disappeared.
Pink Ball's in trouble here. He's going to zap out, and he's going to make it unless they want to relocate, and above him, no,
No, they'll
Rain's
get
here
him
to
up
hold
there.
him still.
He needs a bit more mana.
And ulti, dead.
Oof. Didn't even get to hear the drums go off for that.
And now they're about to siege this bottom tower. Are you ready for the creep? Are you ready for the creep?
plus 81.
Dum,
He's moving.
dum.
He's moving. Here he goes.
Goodbye, tower. This is better than a troll, man. Oh, here comes the ulti again. They're gonna do it. The Macropyre's gonna come down, but a little bit late, and there is no Lich. Where is the Lich ulti? Here it
Wisp
comes
is
through.
getting destroyed
Wisp
yet,
is getting
and he goes
destroyed
down.
in the back line, and the Roar comes out onto Heart, doing a bit of damage, and the Siege Creep's actually just taking out the Rax. Objective gaming here by Streamline as Heart comes around and is gonna try and take out Davitt here, and he's going to manage to. They're not gonna quite be able to bring down this Rax. Stun from Jack, just missing everybody, and Rain
Really need to be careful here. They're going to
gonna
drop a
die
Rax.
as well. They're going to
Melee
take out
Rax is
Rain,
going
but
down.
the melee Rax is going to go down to the creeps.
Oh,
It's fortified in the end.
Take care of these fast.
Yeah, they do save it. It will regen
They
up
save
unless they push fast. 4 for... Well, it was 4 for none in the fight because they didn't have the Storm Spirit up.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a good fight. I can't click on people while this is up. This is really annoying.
Problem is, though, they are losing bits of their base every time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you see there the Storm just jumps
Poker
past
just
the
jumps
Invoker.
right past.
You see there the power of the power of the team fight that Howick has, and that time, because they managed to get enough damage onto that LC and take her out, they won that fight, and they won that fight easily. The problem is they're losing objectives. If they come up against Megas, they're in a lot of trouble at this point in the game.
Yeah, they don't have any viable way of destroying Megas.
That was a big
have
swing in
avoid-
terms of EXP and gold, though.
Oh no!
Just
Look at it
gonna,
go!
not gonna get the
Almost
base
killed
though.
the Lich. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Sunstrike attempt here.
The other,
Lich running a couple of circles around the map first. Look at him.
yeah, trying to catch
Come
out
on,
the people
Invoker.
coming up the back there to try and catch the
Why is
Lich
the
out,
Blink
but
dagger on Lich?
no one there. The other thing is, though, with the strategy from Streamline here, what you're doing is you're using a lot of your spells. I mean, Invoker, it doesn't really matter. He's got quite a fast cooldown on
A lot
the
of these
Invoke,
spells
so
are fast cooldown anyway.
it's not a big deal. What's the cooldown on press the attack? 13 seconds, so that does matter. It's not a huge deal, but it does matter. But the main one here is the tether. Because you're using the IO tether on that unit, if they initiate on you, the IO is not there to tether and, you know, buff up your Legion Commander or something to let them survive through that. And that's one of the biggest problems with running this. It's almost worth not using this overcharge on it and keeping that IO alive, because you know that they're going to initiate past your creep to really take it to your heroes. Because obviously with a good relocate, the Wisp can actually teleport people out of the Chronosphere.
Yeah, and to a safer distance, and then to re-engage just afterwards, hopefully.
The level 3 Necro book goes down, but I believe we have level 3 on Davit now as well, so they have
Alright.
no shortage of Necro books. Here we go.
Here it comes.
Siege begins again. They're just going to use the creep. There's the tether that we're talking about. They're not gonna there's no fortify, so it is going to go down. Oh no, it's a bad Chronosphere this time. Hexy the Sexy is going to go down, but everything is going to be cleaned up by... Oh, Pink Ball goes down as well. And the Lich ulti does get into the back there, but not doing a hell of a lot of damage. Rain slows down the fight and sets up well for the Invoker, but the mech coming out in Heart, getting melted by Merp here. Wow. T-Raw doing what he can to slow, but they're just going to walk up through the space. There's a buyback on the Invoker. Justin actually doing a little bit of damage here onto Davit.
Buyback on the Viper here.
They still haven't taken the racks, and they are going to take down Rain? No? No, they're not. They can see Sacrifusion, though, and they're going to take Sacrifusion down. That's a big kill. He actually buys back straight away.
Teleporting it on that creep. They need to kill it.
No, they're not going to kill it in time, so we do have skills coming from Sacrifusion. Someone gets TP'd out there by, I don't know who it was, but Justin taking a lot of damage here from the creeps from Davit. He's not got enough mana to jump. The backtracks are real, almost. Heart taking one out in the backline. He's going to die to Beastmaster as well. The creeps from Beastmaster doing a lot of work here, and Merp now going to get the dual kill and walk straight up and take this Rax. Storm flying in. Oh, come on, what's going on?
He gets an end out.
Void flying in, and he has his Chronosphere up this time. So Hexy the Sexy, oh my god, the damage resist from this. Not taking damage at all. He is going to drop in the end, but there's no mana on the Storm. They cannot follow this Legion Commander. Well, I mean, they didn't lose Rax.
See that fight recap. Oh my god, the damage.
The damage done. Wow.
Wow.
They didn't lose Rax, but they were forced to buy back. If you look at the gold change, it was nil. Nothing for either team.
Wow. That's 14k damage dealt by Team Howick and 10k damage respectively dealt by Team Streamline.
That is one
This
big
is
team
crazy.
fight.
Look at all the spells. 2 Chronospheres got off in there.
Yeah, 2 Chronospheres.
Chronospheres. Oh man.
That is
7
ridiculous.
overcharges. Jeez.
Oh. They maintain their Rax though. It's there. It's healing up. It's doing its thing. It's being a Rax. It's sitting there.
Yeah, surprisingly they still owned onto that Rax.
Oh, Legion Commander with the Hellbird pickup for this Void.
The biggest gold loss that actually happened within any team for one player was on the Invoker out of all players, losing 1,392.
Just
I guess
for one
it was
death?
basically a death back. No, he did a
Oh,
dieback.
he did buyback as well, yep.
I think it's a dieback. Did he live in the end?
No, he lived, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was a
then he
dieback.
definitely just spent the money on just reviving.
Yeah, it was a death plus reviving, and he kind of wasn't around most of the kills, I think.
And
they're
that was just a slog fest.
They're going to siege again. They know that the later this goes, the harder it gets for them, and they really need to take out the space. Also, if they can get anything, they know that with the damage here building up on Merp, plus 138 now, eventually they are going to be able to come in and backdoor it with them if they build right. They're going to send this big creep in again,
Get a nice chrono in.
dealing a lot of damage to it, and there goes the Chronosphere. Oh, he's missed everybody. Merp is actually...
Killed, but held back.
What is going on there? Why wasn't Merp moving?
Because he got caught within the Void ult.
No, the Void ulti was down with that, and the pink ball has
No,
run
the
out of
jewel
mana
went
and he's gonna
off,
go down.
and the jewel went off, and the Void ult was just within the section here.
Oh, okay. They do lose 1-for-1, but it's probably a worse. Oh, Void coming back in after healing up. They're going to try and catch David.
Lich gets sniped in base by an Invoker Sunstrike.
2-for-2 as they catch out David as well, and that's really what they needed. One of the serious heroes from the side of Streamline, and for more gold going the way of Howick here. Losing out on both the Lich and the Storm who died, but everybody else gaining some gold and sack. They're looking here, looking for this Void.
Catch up the Faceless, but Faceless might outdo them. He's
He
got to
knows.
jump.
He knows. He's going to jump. He's not going to be able to make it. He's not
Gotta
fast
get
enough. Pop the mom. No, he's going to die here.
Pop the mom. Ouch.
Down he goes.
That's what you get when you
156
pop a mom.
damage. I'd like to see this Legion Commander build into something like a Deso or...
I'd love to see a crit.
Oh, I think what in this game what you want to do is you want to be getting whatever tower damage you can get on the Legion Commander, just in case this goes late. They did lose the Rax here in that fight. So after a few really big fans... They denied the Rax?
Yep.
I didn't think you could do that anymore.
Can when they're on low.
Huh. Here we go. David teleporting in. The Roar goes off onto Heart, and where's the initiation now? Void is dead! This is really big here. This could be the last Rax going down with Streamline. Void jumping in and killing David here. There's T-Raw's going to get dropped so fast here, even with the silence coming out onto Merp. A lot of damage coming.
He needs to run.
Oh, pink ball just
Gets out as well.
gets killed in like 3 hits by Merp there. He's got plus 269 damage. He's going to come back in as well. There's no reason why you're back with you right now.
Oh no. Pink ball, what are you doing, mate?
Oh, there's no jewel up though.
Ouch.
He can get away.
Gotta keep jumping.
Dyson, he's playing with fire here, and the Blink Dagger Lich is going to get away. They're going to rotate in and destroy this Rax though, and I think this is going to be Megas. There is not much they can do. They do have a Lich ulti and a Void ulti coming up with the Storm, but no Macropyre and no Viper. But it's
What
too
I want
late.
to see is if all those buffs that they use on the Necronomicon Warrior, I want to see them all on this Legion Commander.
Yeah,
See how quick the base drops. Gotta drop the base, right?
drop the base. Oh, I think they might be doing it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Doesn't
run.
get close enough.
You don't go close to that.
She's got a Basher now as well. Working into Abyssal, I think. Man, she is hitting hard. At this point in the game, she could probably come in with Wisp and backdoor your towers and throne before you could even push down and take a tier 2.
Uh-oh.
Raw comes out onto
Here
Justin.
we go.
He is going to drop. Jewel comes out. How did Justin gain a mech? That's what happened. And Lich ulti coming through, but too many creeps around, and it's going to tank it all up. Pink ball coming through, but can't even attack. The Lich ulti's still going through. Is there an Agant? No, it's just a high-level Lich ulti, and Heart going to be dropped by Merp. He is just way too strong at this point in the game. With bonus 200 damage, they're going to take out this throne really fast as they are going to catch T-Roar again. They're not going to be able to kill him, though, as he gets back into base with the Lich. It's going to sit there, and that is GG.
Wow.
Hey, there's a Wisp. Wow.
Wow. That was a fantastic game to watch.
That was a fantastic game. That fight down bottom was so long.
Yeah, an exchange of 24,000 damage. Wow.
We had some great strategies from both teams. We had in fact, it was really well executed in the end. In fact, it came down to the fact that Faceless Void in those last 2 fights actually just missed his Chronosphere on a few of them. If he'd managed to catch out a few more of them there, those fights probably would have gone quite differently. But with those 2 Chronospheres whiffed, you know, they managed to Streamline managed to win.
Out too much. Too well for them.
But we see Howick there just drafting a very, very powerful team fight lineup, and it really paying off as they somehow managed to hold on even with such a huge deficit in gold. Team Streamline here with quite an interesting play. They had a lot of pick off and a lot of map control, and then quite a lot of pushes. We saw the level 3 Necro books just getting buffed to hell by everyone on the team and absolutely destroying both tier 3 towers and barrackses.
Yeah, taking them out in literally no time. So what do we look at for Team Howick here? Where do you need to go with these drafts? Where do you need to make sure that you take it to Team Streamline?
What do you do? What do you ban? Look at their lineup. They haven't picked anything that's popular at the moment.
No, but then you got to look at these tier bans that work against them. Maybe what you could do is just depending on when your bans are, let through the main heroes and just go all out on it.
Yeah, so you
Bring up
say
some new strats. Bring up stuff that's not expected, because I think the expected game is one that is not really working for them.
Yeah, I mean, it almost worked here, although you could say that what they had here was a little bit of an unconventional lineup on Team Howick, but it worked very well. I mean, what you're saying that you could do is let through those really conventional heroes, start banning out other things that you don't want to see, maybe ban out their Tree and Protector that they've run so often, and let through those things like the Troll, the Sniper, and formulate a plan to actually fight against them, knowing that the other team is going to pick them up.
Yeah, try something a little bit unconventional if you're not sure on what to do, and see how it goes.
Yeah, anyway, we shouldn't be long jumping into the next game, so stick around. Hopefully it will be as exciting as that. Streamline now 2-0 though. So for Team Howick to take out these grand
They're
finals,
facing on match point right now.
they have to win 3 games in a row, and that is going to be tough against a team that hasn't dropped a single game so far in this tournament. Anyway, we will be back in just a few minutes, so stick around on the stream.